So hey guys, welcome to my vlog. So in this vlog we're gonna talk about FZS V3 F5 version, and it's a BS4 compliant engine. So first of all, let's talk about the engine. So the engine of its V3 is pretty smooth, but the torque and power it generates is comparatively on the lower side as compared to the other bikes of the same segment. And let's talk about the comfort. So the comfort is very good in this bike, considering its seat and the position of handlebar. The bike is quite comfortable. And let's talk about the mileage. So when I first bought this bike, I was getting around 39 of mileage per liter, and later it became around 42-45, but I wasn't getting more than that, so I switched to Yamaha Sporty Premium model. So that's the best engine oil Yamaha can provide for this FZS V3. So for a few times, for a couple of times I used that oil, but I wasn't satisfied with that as well. So later on I switched to Motul. So when I tried Motul for the first time, I used 20W50 grade because it was during summer time and I had to go to Rara Lake for the ride. So I used that oil. In other scenarios, I don't recommend you guys using oil that's of different grade than recommended. So Yamaha recommends 10W50 grade for this bike. For a normal city ride and everything kind of stuff, it's okay. But if you are planning for a long ride, if you are planning for riding this bike in a highway, then that's definitely one to consider. So yeah, and when I used that 20W50 grade oil, my mileage of this bike drastically reduced. I was getting around 55-56 kmpl when I was using Sporty Premium, but that reduced. But that was still in the city. So if I had tested in the highway, I should have gotten around 60-62 without any doubt. So with that thing on mind, I was getting 52 kmpl on average in the highway. So that's a decent drop. If I had tested it in the city areas, I would have gotten around 56-47 at max. So that's around 8-9 kmpl of mileage drop. So that's what I figured out. So when you use engine oil of higher viscosity, then that's gonna cost you mileage. So it's basically a trade-off between your engine performance and the mileage. So yeah, and right now I'm using Module 5100 10W40. So I think Module 5100 is better than Sporty Premium, just from my experiences. So let's see, I was getting around 53-54 kmpl of mileage with this Module 5100. So we're gonna test it in the next refuel. So yeah, that was all about the engine, the performance, the mileage of this bike. And at the last, let's talk about the build quality of this bike. So the build quality of this bike is quite low. So everything Every part of this bike is plastic. Most of the things are plastic, so as time progresses, you see your tank panel being ruptured, broken, and stuff like that. You feel vibration in the plastic parts. Apart from that, apart from the graphics and plastic parts, there's nothing else to complain. And if you guys are thinking to buy FZS V3, keep these things in mind. So the build quality is low, the pickup and performance of this bike is quite low as compared to other bikes of this same segment, such as Pulsar NS160, Pulsar 150. There is this Apache RTR 164V. So these are other bikes better than this bike. These bikes perform well at the cost of mileage. So yeah, if you want to consider affordability, and then mileage, then you should go for this bike. So that's what my review is. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. So in the next video, I'll make a video about mileage of this bike after using Motul 5100 10W40 grade. So until then, see you. Take care. Bye bye.